Hello, and welcome back, everybody, to Go Go Nippon, my first trip to Japan. Last time, we headed out to Ibuki, and we were on Sunshine 60 Street. I can't remember the actual name, the Japanese word for street, but yes, Sunshine 60 Street. And we were checking out the Sunshine 60 building. And on the top, it apparently had an aquarium. So let's see what the aquarium's like. I can't believe there's an aquarium in Sunshine City, I say. Oops. Are you shocked? Asked Akari. Totally, I say. You've also got stuff. You've also got stuff like a planetarium, a theater, and a museum, Akari says. Even a shopping center and a theme park. Having trouble with words today. All that, I ask? You could spend a whole day just in Sunshine City, I say. That's the idea, Akari says. Wow, I see, I say. Hey, let's look at that. That fish has a funny face, I say. It sure does, Akari says. It looks a bit like you, she says it. She pokes at me. Hey, my face doesn't look like that, I say. Just kidding, says Akari. Hey, look over there, you can see an ocean sunfish. You really can, I say. It's been a long time since I've been to the aquarium, Akari says, but it's nice to come here every so often. Yeah, it is, I say. I can't believe we're looking at fish this high in the air in the middle of the city. Now that you mention it, it is strange, Akari says. Yeah, I say. I wonder how the fish must feel. How the fish must feel, Akari says. I ask. You know what people say, Akari asks. That they feel sorry for fish in aquariums and animals in zoos, crammed into these little spaces. They say it's wrong, she continues, and they should have more space to move around in. But sometimes I wonder if it's really true, she says. Akari, I ask? When you think about it from the point of view of a fish or an animal, she continues, what do they care about the size of the world outside? Living in the wider world means you're caught up in the cruel cycle of life. You might get eaten up before you grow to full size. You live in constant fear of death out there, she continues. Sometimes I think it might be nicer for them to live in these tanks where they don't have to worry about natural predators or finding food of their own. Maybe that's just another form of happiness, she says. And it's not as if the animals in zoos and aquariums know what they're missing, right? If they don't know about it, the world they're in right now is the entirety of their world, don't you think? She asks. Do you know the Japanese phrase, the frog in the well knows not the ocean? She asks. No, I say. It was originally a Chinese phrase, she says. It means when you live in a small world, you know nothing of what it means to live in a larger one. But if the frog has lived in the well his whole life, what does he need to know about the world outside? That's what I think, she says. Akari, I say. What am I doing? I'm just babbling about stuff again, she says. Sorry, don't mind me. But, I say. Seriously, she says. Let's go further in. It looks like there's sea otters and penguins up there. Sure, I say. Oh, those penguins were adorable, she says. Yeah, they walk so funny, I say. They really do, she says. The otters were cute too. I feel so satisfied. But I had never expected there to be a sea and theater. I don't know what the hell that is. In an aquarium. There is and gosh, I don't anteater. Oh, that is an anteater. I'm sorry. I thought that was some kind of fish, and I was trying to read the word wrong. Okay. There is an anteater who keeps escaping. He's kind of famous for it, Akari says. Wow, really, I ask? Anyways, Akari says, I'm getting a little bit hungry. Do you want to get something to eat? She asks. That's what I've been waiting for, I say. I've been starving since we were in the aquarium. Because you were watching the fish, asks Akari. Now that you mention it, maybe so, I say. Oh, please, Akari says, you're hopeless. But anyways, I wonder where we should eat, she says. Is there anything you're in the mood for? She asks. Me? I want... what do you recommend? Akari. There's a type of food associated with Ikebukuro, Akari says. What is it, I ask. Ramen, of course, she says. Ramen? You mean noodles, I ask? Yes, they were originally a Chinese dish, but Japanese people evolved it into another evolved it in another direction. It has become particularly the national dish, Akari says. There's violent competition among ramen shops in Ikebukuro. They call it the Ramen Wars, she says. Ramen Wars, I ask? That sounds kind of dangerous, I say. But see, look. There's one over there and over there. See, she asks. Here and there, all ramen shops. I see, I say. With that many shops around, it really is eat or be eaten, I say. I know, right? Akari asks. For the more popular shops, you might have to line up for half an hour to eat there, she says. Anyways, let's ramen, she says. That's a strange turn of phrase, I think to myself. Akari? What? Akari asks. You're looking at me funny. Nothing, I say. I always look like this. I see. That's true, Akari says. Hey, I say. Anyways, I'll follow you. Haha, Akari says. Here, this way. Come on, I say. Much silence. Ooh. Whew, I think to myself. We had to wait a while, but we're finally inside. Rihazame, a ritual greeting used by shop employees when a customer enters the store. I see. Whoa, what a loud voice, I think to myself. Isn't it amazing, asks Akari? The force of their greeting is one of the shop's trademarks. Anyways, we better order, I say. Oh, this place uses meal tickets, she says. Meal tickets, I ask? Yes, Akari says. You see that vending machine over there? You buy a ticket for what you want to eat there and take it to the man at the counter. Akari informs me. There's a vending machine in a restaurant, I ask? That's right. They're pretty common in Japan, Akari says. Wow, I say. Anyways, maybe you should stick with the standard ramen for today, ask Akari. Sure, I say. Now give the ticket to the man at the counter. Ramen, huh? I wonder what it'll taste like, I think to myself. Omasai, omatasai, shimatasai? I have no idea. A ritual phrase used by the servers when bringing your food. Heard. Whoa, I say. This is ramen? I think to myself. This is long noodles like pasta floating in a bath of hot soup. But it's not like minestrone either. You're supposed to slurp the ramen while it's hot, blowing onto it to cool it down, Akari informs me. Slurp it, I ask? Yes, Akari says. Make a lot of noise. I know it's hard for foreigners, but Japanese people slurping noisily is the proper way to eat noodles. I see, I say. Anyways, let's hurry. Ikedekimasu. Woo. Slurping up some noodles. This is, I think to myself. How is it, Akari asks. I guess I don't even have to ask, Akari says. Alright. 800 yen for a bowl of ramen, I think to myself. Alright, now that we've gotten lunch, I think this is a good place to stop. As always, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Go Go Nippon, and I will see you next time.